He's gonna know he's done it. He's gonna get told off now. Oh my god.
The infection no longer appears to be active.
Oh, well done, Sam.
Unlikely. And the underlying region treated with some sort of unguent.
Don't know anything about that. I just started feeling better. I assumed it was the rest that did it.
You're free to go, sir. This chamber is needed for the infection.
Yay!
No longer. Charlie, I'd like to speak with you in my study this evening.
Oh dear.
Where will you go?
Daenerys Stormborn convinced me otherwise. The only place for me is back with her.
Your father saved me more than once. It's the least I could do.
Perhaps our paths will cross again.
Oh no, they're gonna... Oh man. I love Sam. He's brilliant.
Who told you to treat him?
No one.
Who forbade you or anyone to attempt to treat him?
But he saved him.
You.
But you treated him anyway.
I did, yes.
You could have devastated the entire citadel. But you didn't.
How?
I read the book and followed the instructions.
Oh, he's gonna get a promotion.
That man is alive because of you. You should be proud.
Hey.
You'd be flying around the open seas alone for who knows how long.
I wouldn't be alone. I would have Drogon, Viserion, and Rhaegal. What can anyone do to them?
They can still do something to you. It only takes one arrow.
It's too great a risk. You're too important.
What about Casterly Rock?
The Unsullied will be there soon.
Have we seen Casterly Rock before? I don't think we have.
The Lannister army is still the army.
Nice helmets. Woohoo! Come on, Grey Worm.
They will be ready. Interesting thing about my father. He built our house up from near ruin. He built our army. He built Casterly Rock as we know it. But he didn't build the sewers. That was beneath him. So he gave the job to the lowest person he could find. Me. So in the process of building the sewers, I threw in something for myself.
I thought that was actually happening before, but I was just like in a scenario.
No better place for low pursuits than beneath the ground.
Yes! Oh, that's a beautiful thing.
They will be fighting for you. That is why they will triumph.
Oh! Stick around. Sorry, I had to do an Arnie joke there. Grey Worm kicks ass.
Dorion Bass. Inkasonesko Sidri Hibezi. Gara Sigri.
I don't like... It's a trap. Bloody Euron again.
Where are the rest of the Lannisters?
Oh no, they're not marching on Dragonstone, are they? Oh my god, they're attacking the Tyrells. Oh man.
It's done.
It is.
Did we fight well?
As well as could be expected.
Your brother and his new queen thought you would be defending Casterly Rock.
The truth is, Casterly Rock isn't worth much anymore.
So you just let them take it.
For now, they won't be able to hold it. Euron Greyjoy's navy burned their ships. We emptied the larders before we left. Eventually, they'll be forced to abandon their position and march all the way across Westeros.
And you took your army, your real army, and went to where they weren't.
As Robb Stark did to me at Whispering Wood.
How will you do it? With that sword? That was Joffrey's sword, wasn't it? Not that he ever used it. What did he call it?
Widow's Wail.
He really was a wasn't he? But your sister has done things I was incapable of imagining. She's a monster, you do know that.
To you, I'm sure. To others as well.
You love her. You really do love her. You poor fool. She'll be the end of you.
Possibly.
If she's driven you this far, it's gone beyond your control.
Yes.
She's a disease. I regret my role in spreading it. you will too. How will it happen?
Cersei had several ideas. Whipping you through the streets and beheading you in front of the Red Keep. Flaying you alive and hanging you from the walls of King's Landing. I talked her out of those.
Jamie, you're a twat.
Will there be pain?
No, I made sure of that.
That's good.
One of my favourite characters gone.
I'd hate to die like your son, clawing at my neck. Must have been horrible for you, as a king's guard, as a father. Not at all what I intended.
She told him.
You see, I'd never seen the poison work before. Tell Cersei. I wanted to know it was me.
Haha. Oh my god. And that was Game of Thrones Season 7, Episode 3, The Queen's Justice. Wow, not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it's bad in other ways. Yeah, anyway. So we had Jon and Davos landing in Dragonstone. The initial meeting went about as well as I probably thought it would. I didn't think he would go on the knee and all that. Tyrion tried to be kind of like the in-between, trying to sort it out between them. Daenerys came across as a bit of a cock, let's face it. I struggle with her sometimes, I really do. Sometimes I love her to bits and sometimes I really do struggle. And yeah, I don't know. I guess she doesn't know who he is. Why would she believe in the whole White Walker thing? I mean, it does sound a little bit far-fetched, you know, the dead rising and walking. I mean, I understand that. I just wish there was a way they could prove it. There's not really a way that they can, really. Melisandre did a bit of a quick shoot away as soon as they arrived. And I'm surprised that hasn't been mentioned to them yet. I'm surprised Daenerys didn't say, oh, Melisandre was here a minute ago, because that would have got a reaction, you know. Not sure. But later on in the episode, Daenerys and Jon Snow, I still find it difficult to believe they're in the same proximity as each other. That's just weird. And when they're talking to each other, it's really weird. This has been like 6 years. It's been very odd. They had a bit of a better chat, though she'd spoken to Daenerys. She'd spoken to Tyrion beforehand, and he's quite a wise guy, and he put some ideas in her head, and she did offer Jon that he could mine the dragon glass. I still don't think she believes him, but that was a good gesture, and I'm hoping now that they start to kind of build a bit of a friendship, you know. On the other hand, at Castle Rock, that didn't quite go to plan. Grey Worm and the Unsullied attacked. They wiped them all out. There wasn't an awful lot of resistance, which already was a bit weird. And then as they turned round, Euron appeared from nowhere again and wiped out their fleet of ships. So they're kind of stuck in Castle Rock, which I think, if I remember my maps correctly, is way over the other side. So I'm not sure how they're going to get back. So that's a problem. That is a problem, because they need them. And in the meantime, Jaime actually attacked the Tyrells, which again, I'd never seen. I mistakenly took that for Dragonstone because I thought they were going to attack Dragonstone, but it wasn't. It was the Tyrells. And one of my favourite characters, Olenna. She died, or didn't see her die, but she drank some poison. But just as she drank the poison, which I thought was a brilliant moment, she just admitted to killing Joffrey, which I thought was great. And Jaime is not in my good books at the minute. He's oh my god, I can't put it into words how frustrated I am with him at the minute. I honestly thought he'd turned a corner. The whole Brienne thing, I thought he'd turned a corner. He's coming across as a complete cock again. Really frustrating me, because I want to like Jaime, I really do. But let's face it, he has done a lot of stupid things, so what the hell, bring it on, I guess. But she did say some wise words. She did say at some point he's going to realise what Cersei is really like. So hopefully that's sooner rather than later. And there was definitely some tension between him and Euron, big time. I think they're going to come to blows sooner or later, which would be good. Because at the minute I don't like either of them, to be honest. So, but I think I'll still be on Jaime's side in that. but that would be interesting. Euron obviously presented Cersei with Valeria, her daughter, and Yara. She didn't kill any, not at least we didn't see her kill any, but she very cleverly did the same trick that Valeria did to her daughter, and that was she kissed her daughter with the poison on her lips. Now, yeah, I guess it must seep into the pores or something, because unless you're using tongues, which I don't think she did, I don't quite see how it get into the system. So it must actually soak through into the skin pores. So that's going to be a slow, painful death if it happens, and I think it probably will. I haven't got an awful lot of sympathy for Lyra, because what she did was bang out of order anyway. So she kind of, reap what you sow. Theon was rescued by the remaining few little ships out of Yara's fleet. They didn't seem that impressed with him. They just dumped him on the deck and basically just walked off. So he looks a complete mess again. I don't think he's ever been normal, to be honest. Even the whole time he was with Yara, I think he was very disjointed and very sketchy. And I think now he's gone back downhill again. So again, I have no idea what's going to happen to Theon. I'm assuming they're going to go back to Dragonstone. I hope. But yeah, no idea what's going to happen to Theon. And I just hope he pulls through. I really do. We also had the guy who runs the Iron Bank in Bravos. And he's basically come to say, look, you owe us all this money, and the debt needs to be paid. And it was then Cersei said, well, give me 2 weeks and I'll have the money. Which at the time I'm thinking, how is that even possible? But of course they've raided the Tyrells, and they are the richest family in Westeros, I think. So they're going to be able to pay him back now. They've got the gold. That's one of the enemies wiped out as well. Bit surprised, because I thought the Tyrell army was bigger than the Lannister army. That's what I thought anyway. Although, of course, they've got the other houses involved now, haven't they? Yeah, of course. Forgot about that. So yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. Oh, damn it. I'm gutted that Olenna's dead. And in Winterfell, we had such a heartwarming and sweet moment when Bran turned up at the gate. I thought it was going to be Arya, to be honest, but it was Bran, which is brilliant. I knew he wouldn't stay on the wall for long. I did predict that he'd probably make his way to Winterfell. Brilliant moment, but I think he completely freaked Sansa out, and he's gone a little bit weird, hasn't he? The way he talks and everything is a little bit odd now. And he said he couldn't explain, it was difficult to explain. It wasn't difficult to explain at all. I could have explained it to Sansa in about 5 minutes flat. I don't know why he's found it so difficult to explain to her, but anyway, freaked her out a bit, but it's just sweet that they're together again, which is good. And I guess Bran is going to play a big part in some way in the future. And I guess, does he know the future of everything as well? And he can see everyone's past, but can he see everyone's future? Because I wouldn't want that gift. I wouldn't want to know everyone's future. That'd be awful. But I'm not 100% sure if that's the case. And finally, in Old Town, we had some more Sam. Oh, I love Sam. And he got a right bollocking from the Maester. I can't remember the Maester's name, but he obviously didn't. Not for a single second did he think that Jorah's disease had suddenly disappeared overnight. Even though the look that Jorah and Sam were having with each other was priceless. It was so funny. But yeah, he got a bit of a telling off for it, and but he wasn't expelled, which I thought he would be. Instead, he's been given these really mundane, boring jobs to do as a bit of a punishment, I think, rather than be expelled completely. So I'm glad that he's still staying there. I don't think he knows that he stole them books yet. That might be something else that might happen in the future. But I'm just glad Sam's okay. So that was all cool. And now Jorah's going back to Daenerys, which I'm really excited about. I can't wait to see that. So yeah, I think that was about it. I think I've covered most things. Yeah, like I said before, if you're a fan of Game of Thrones and you like a weird bold guy doing reactions, just hit that subscribe button. You know you want to. And I shall see you in episode 4, which is the Spoils of War, which to me would be the Tyrells. The fact they've taken all the stuff from the Tyrells. I think that's what it's going to be, and it's going to be all the gold. And again, Daenerys is getting Cersei is getting stronger and stronger day by day, and that's a bit scary in itself. And I just hope that Jon and Daenerys can really kind of form some kind of friendship, because I think right now Daenerys needs Jon, and I know Jon needs her as well, but she really does need Jon at the minute. In fact, she needs him for the Cersei thing, because I don't think she's just going to be able to take King's Landing as easy as she thought she would. But yeah, I guess we'll have to wait and see. And I shall see you very soon in episode 4. So until then, please take care of yourselves and stay safe, and I shall see you real soon. Bye.
take away